welcome back to my channel. This is Tony Fergie. I want to take the time out to thank all my subscribers, the old ones, the new ones, the ones that just keeps coming back because you love what you hear and what you're seeing. And if you're not subscribed yet, why aren't you? Guys, you know that's my little words for y'all. But guys, do you guys see all the chaos happening throughout the universities, and the elite universities in the United States? The other day I posted a video on it, and then of course things got more chaotic and everybody was talking about it and all this, and y'all know who couldn't wait to chime in, right? Do y'all know, or better yet, I think I posted a video of him the other day. Remember Mr. Shahib Bolson? Y'all, he couldn't wait to chime in. I'm gonna share the videos of what's truly going on in the universities here in the United States. And then we're gonna check out what Mr. Bolson have to say about this. Ciao. Get your popcorn, get your coffee, get your sodas, whatever you gotta get. But make sure you come back, because we got juice over here for y'all. Go ahead now, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, hit it. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening in the universities. And then let's take a look at what Mr. Bolson has to say about this.
Now at what has generally been considered the front of the encampment, where they put up that big barrier of plywood boards, metal fences, and that seemed to be the last point that police were trying to get into. But now they have made a move in the sort of right-hand corner of that. You can see them sort of towards the top of your screen there. Now, some of those protesters seem to be putting their hands up and walking out. They'll be taken to the, at least I would say, 8 or so buses that have lined up just off campus there, ready to take away those hundreds who will ultimately have to be arrested here. As William was saying, we don't know for sure what kind of weaponry some of those protesters have. We know that there are baseball bats in there. We know that they are armed with pepper spray.
But, can we just think about this? What is the goal here? Is the goal to make massive arrests, or is the goal to take apart this encampment? And do you get arrested only if you resist? If you are just there and refuse to leave, are you going to be put on those prison buses?
They want to take apart the encampment, and they have declared this, remember, an unlawful assembly. They have issued a dispersal order, so anybody not adhering to that dispersal order, and you see them throwing items now towards the officers. They have had a week now to build up this barrier, and they have done so very
Jonathan,
effectively.
And to that point, the cops are starting to take it apart right now. With the bike racks, they're taking off the zip ties and anything that are keeping the bike racks together. But the main fortification are those hundreds of pieces of plywood. How the hell did those get there? Did Home Depot make a couple of truckload stops over at UCLA right in the middle of the quad?
Yeah, they've been bringing them in over the week or so since they set up this encampment.
Why would they let them do that?
Well, there was no law enforcement to stop them, and the UCLA administration didn't try to stop anybody doing anything. They allowed this encampment to be set up, did not declare it unlawful until about 24 hours ago.
And now those protests have reached the Ivy League. They've reached the institutions of the ruling class, the soil from which the ruling class grow their next generation of leaders. The protests have spread from the street to the elite. And now the sons and daughters of the owners, the sons and daughters of the controllers of global financialized capital, the OCGFC juniors, are getting knocked upside their heads. They're getting thrown on the ground. They're getting tackled by the uniformed goons whose job it is to serve and protect their class, whose job it is to serve and protect their parents. You know that's what the police are for. That's what the National Guard is supposed to do. That's their job. They're the ones who are nothing but the bodyguards and the enforcers of the elite. They're supposed to protect and serve these young people. They're supposed to look the other way when the sons and daughters of the rich break the law. They're supposed to only use their batons and their tasers to keep the lower class in line, to to keep the poor and the marginalized in the margins. They're not supposed to be throwing around the kids of the elites. They're not supposed to be throwing around the sons and daughters of the OCGFC. This is a total system breakdown. Do you understand that some cop on the Harvard campus probably just zip-tied the future president of the United States, a future secretary of state, future diplomat, future dignitary, and so on? Can you imagine? Your system is having a complete meltdown. Those campuses are the creme de la creme of American society. You don't get into the Ivy League because you're smarter than everyone else. No, that's not how you get in those schools. You get into those schools because of your connections, because of your family ties, because of your proximity to power. And those police are going after those students the same way that some IDF Neanderthal goes after a Palestinian child. It's stunning. They're body slamming professors. America's most prestigious campuses have become occupied territories.
Okay, guys, what did you think? This man right here, child, he ain't holding his mouth for nobody. But I mean, is he telling the truth? Because it's a lot of truth in what he say. And let's be realistic, y'all. As far as the America, the Israel, the all of them back and forth and all of this and all the chaos that's happening, these are the elites. Like he said, the presidents, the governors, the child. Now look at what's happening. I mean, is it really necessary? But not only that, one of my subscribers did make a comment on the other video that I made the other day and said it's happening all over. It's also happening in Canada. It's happening in the UK. So it's not just the United States. All the elites are stepping out in support of, child. I'm not trying to say too much of anything before they turn around and say, I had no business saying nothing even though I'm here in the United States. So we're going to leave that alone. Anyways, y'all, leave y'all comment below. Let me know what y'all think. Not only of what's happening in the universities, but what Mr. Bolson had to say. Ciao. Anyways, y'all, thank you guys for coming back. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for subscribing. You know Tony loves and appreciates y'all. Have an awesome, wonderful, magnificent day.